All right, sir. Good morning from the Office of the Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocate Center at Level Department. Comrades and viewers, greetings to the chairman. I am Queen is the solution alive from our 93 Allen Avenue, Acacia, Allen Avenue branch. We have a case of domestic misunderstanding reported by Mr. Joseph against Mrs. Eunice. This case was once attended to by the chairman on the 17th of October 2022 at our Shasha Mosho branch, but we could not reach conclusion because of due to time frame. So the case was also shifted to today for a final resolution. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and access to Justice TV and follow us on our Facebook page of Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center for other useful information. We do visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng. Okay, Madam Eunice, I believe you know where we stopped that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please speak up. We have no microphone here.
Okay.
So you just have to be loud enough that we can know it. So continue from where you stopped last time.
Okay. Thank you
Speak all
very
these things.
Thank you very much, ma'am. The last time I was trying to
Go ahead, I can be talking while you are talking.
okay.
Go on.
So that the last time I was trying to explain how we started so that we will understand the reason why I left. So before 2017, that to be precise, early 2013 or late 2013 or 14, thereabout, he lost his job. We came to a compromise that we should open a registered company based on the nature of our job. It's something that we can easily manage by ourselves. So we registered two companies. One is JE and A Masters Construction and the civil works. We also registered another one, MJ Properties, property management, development and all of that. So we did the two together. The aim was we would do. He is a director, I'm a director of both companies, just two of us. The aim was for us to build our enterprise, for us to build our companies. Since the nature of our job can easily work on our own without being
Don't shift back. No, don't shift back. No, shift back. Shift back. That's what I'm saying.
so all effort to make him work on that prove abortive. He continued to apply for a job. He will get one today, probably before the payday of the month, or after a month he will lose that. He lose his job due to negligence, or the company does not have money to fund the project. Same myself, stop working. I think I stopped working with my company in 2013 December. So I pick up one of the companies since he didn't do anything concerning it. So I did all the due diligence for the company, open a corporate account, register it with FIRS, this school, did everything that a corporate organization needs. So I started using it. Because of I was very heavy at that time for my second child. Then when I put to bed, went home to go and complete the accommodation, the property that we were developing, moved all of us there, including his parents. I came back to Lagos and I continued with the business. A friend of mine who was a lawyer called, I ran into him and I explained my situation to the man that I'm working from home. He now advised that working from home, using home address is not too good for a company, that I should come and share his office with him. Allen here, which is number 48 Allen. He's a lawyer. So he gave me a space. I did, but in fact, he was even the one that gave the money because I was heavy at that time. Got printer, got everything that an office need. We bought chair and table and everything to start up that office. At a point where he was working, he got arrested for something that happened between the company and the next compound. And they refused to talk about it during their office. I had to back my baby to that company and told them to release my husband. Before they left, I was even there with our best man, the person that stood as his best man. Before they left that office to go and grant his bail before he came back home.
Why was it locked?
There was something that happened in his company. I think they packed something in the next compound. Their own equipment was packed there. I think they've been warning them also that they should remove it, and probably they came that day and harassed them, and he was picked as a site engineer. So all that went by. Then towards the ending of 2015, when my mom did the surgery operation and everything, things began to deteriorate financially. 2016, to even eat, sometimes I would go to Ketu buy corn. His job was not forthcoming. Today they will say they have money to continue the project, tomorrow they say they don't have money to continue the project. The company I worked for before that transferred me to Lagos, though I've stopped working with them, they brought in Remax. Remax is a US an international company on real estate. They had to look for me to come and join them again. So I told them I cannot work as a full-time person. Number one, I have kids to take care of. So I was employed there on a freelance while having my own. It was based on commission, and they asked me what do I need to work with. I told them a car. So they gave me an official car. They gave me an official car which I was using to do their job for them. At that point that we were not even having anything, nothing. So I even made the suggestion if it's possible, because he had no, for that 5 years we have lived here in Lagos, from that 2010 till 14 15, he doesn't drive. I'm the one that drive him, even when all his mates was friends are. So I said, okay, let's do driver's license so that you can also do one or two things with the car. I raise money, send it to my brother abroad. He bought a car in his name, because at this point my family member already, it was becoming too obvious that I carry my husband and the family put for my head. I'm the one shouldering all the responsibility, but there's nothing I can do about it. I cannot have money and I will be hungry, or my children will be hungry. My mom did that breast cancer. She was not living with us because I'm just the only child. My elder brother is not in Nigeria. So I can't give my mother food and I will not give my husband. So I was just trying to manage all the situation. I raised more than money from, I was involved in this MLN business. I joined Happy World. They were supplying food just to make sure that we have something. We raised some money from MLF. I gave him 15,000. He did his driver's license, 25,000. He did the driver license. At least he can now drive. We came together. Okay, this my company car. There is no branded. Is it possible that you can use it to do cab or whatever? He said okay. There are some people in my yard that sometimes they call for Uber and all of that. So we told them that he can now drop them off, whatever. At the end of the day, complaints started coming. He will come back home. These people, they used to carry it and they used to do this. Are you the one carrying it for them? Why would they leave it in your car? Do you even know that this is a company car? What if police hold you on the way? Is it possible that those girls, they will stay with you? They will deny you. At the long run, we could not pay house rent. The last year, 2015, I had to borrow to add to the house rent that we paid, because what he's drinking is not even enough, and me, I can no longer afford much. They gave us quick notice from that 2017, 16 to 17, that we couldn't meet up. We were looking, and I was pregnant for my third child at that time. How do we do it? A lady introduced us to crypto trading. The day we saw that lady, because I was sick, we were supposed to buy alkaline cup from her. It was two of us that went there that day. And when we were dropping the lady off, she told us about so many ways that we can raise money, because the way we complain that we don't have money during the purchase of that phone and all of that. So the lady told us about crypto trading, that he knows that we don't have money, but maybe if we have people who are interested, they can trade for us. Fine. Then I manage properties for people. There was a day we now went to one of my tenants. We went there together, and the man was talking about investment. He even brought out.
Madam, go straight to the point.
That's
Now, chairman get that to listen to all those.
that's what
Go
I'm
straight to the
that's
point.
what
Go
I'm
and get everything to.
that's what I'm saying now. Now We introduced when the man talked about investment and all of that. As we were going back home, he said, "This man that likes investment, is it not possible we introduce this crypto if they will they will be interested?" I said, "Okay, no problem. It's my turn now." The following appointment day that we went there, it was the man's house. We even did everything there that day. So I spoke to the woman in his presence. It was even two of us that said it. The lady said if it's true, we told her everything. If your money, if the money didn't come out, definitely the capital will not lose it. They were interested and they did it. First time, second time, and all of that, they got it. But at the end of the day, after like 2, 3, 4 months, the money, the online, the app went off. They said they were doing upgrading, from upgrading the thing crashed
Do you
off.
know what I want to hear?
Now,
What led to you
that's what,
going out of the house with
yes,
children? So it's
yes,
that is what I want
that's
to hear.
what I'm saying
I've
now.
listened so much about Crystal, this one,
That's
that
what I'm,
one,
yes,
all your job history.
is
I'm
what
not
I'm,
interested anymore.
is what I'm
Because all
saying
this will
now.
have nothing to do with you moving out.
That is what led to the why I moved out. After the business got crashed, the man called us that we have to pay. That is not the agreement we gave him, which was correct. They arrested me and all of that with my baby. When I had baby, she had cleft. So at the end of the day, the woman could not meet up. And the man called us that at the police station they said the money has elapsed the day we gave the man. So we have to pay. We all agreed that we are going to pay. When the money was not forthcoming, the man started taking me from one police station to another. My husband abandoned me in the process. How do we solve this problem? It doesn't concern him. The children that I gave birth to, the clear patient, you see the other girl, Down syndrome, he doesn't care about it. Going to hospital, no way. Sometimes I will have appointment 3 times. One in a day, the three of them will have appointment in the hospital. I will be the one to go there and come back. Transport, he will not give. Feeding, he said this is what he have. I have to borrow to pay. I have to borrow to do everything that I'm doing. At the end of the day, at night I will not rest. He said they told him that if he doesn't have sex with at his age, he will develop prostate cancer. During the lockdown for the 30 days we are told, he demanded for sex throughout. Even when I will go and come back from one police station to the other, he doesn't care. If I say I'm done, I'm not in the mood or I'm tired, he will go to my mom, he will go and wake my mom at the night, at the middle of the night, that I said he wants to sleep with me and I'm refusing.
Your mom living with you?
Yes, when my mom had what's it cancer operation, she was not living with us. At the end of the day, even the first car that I bought, the car that I bought, when things were not going well, we had to sell it just to think of how to move my mom back home. We bought a land so I left all the family. At the end of the day, there was nothing. Everything, he was feeling as if nothing was going on in the house. The man that had my the children that were taken for surgery, the first son had cleft. They told us we are going to do the fourth surgery when he will be age 7, between 7 and 8. In 2019, they told me that my son should be preparing for that surgery. When I got to my 20, that holiday period, let us use this period to prepare this boy for surgery. At the end of the day, during the holiday, immediately they finish holiday, he brought in his siblings children, 5 boys, that they should come and do holiday with us. They want to know each other on notice. I was not informed from the beginning. He only got there, the sister called me, they want to be. I was just thinking it's a normal greeting. They came, spent 2 months. He got job with Dangote refinery as a site supervisor. But that was the same day. For the 2 months that he used to start that job, the siblings, the students, sisters, siblings, they were with us. I was on fire. He will go, come back. He doesn't even care. He doesn't know anything, but he will have time to go to events, to go to party, to buy asoebi, do so many things. But when it comes to issues that bothers on the children, on myself, he doesn't care. Children owe school fees even before I left twice, second term, third term and part of fourth term. I was on fire. So I told him the week I left, 2 weeks to that week, because we could not continue the surgery for my son, That was 2021. And now went there after the children have gone. They told me that okay, let us do it this year. The extra they say we should do, I told him they say we should go and do the extra at first stack. That they will bring the result in 2 weeks time. First week passed. The second week I told him again. He said he does not have money. He don't have money. On that fateful day he was telling me that he was travelling to Benin by weekend to go for wedding. I said okay. I've been going to all these hospitals since. Nothing from you. Apart from you give me maybe 5,000 or 10,000 for food for feeding in a week with 3 children with cleft. The day we go and buy provision he will reduce the money. There was a day we went together, he follow me to the market. Even if I don't have the money or if I have not cook, he will complain. He gave me money. I will go to market with 5,000 10,000. I will add my own because my mom is there. There was no, I didn't complain. Now that fateful day he told me, I took my son to hospital, I came back, spent
Give
25
grace.
25,000 naira
Give
for
grace for those
for
people
the
that are
for the
going.
test.
Give grace.
On Thursday he came that he will be travelling this morning. I told him, I said, is this how we are going to continue living? Why did you just reject me? This business that we did together, if the something came up, are we going to share it with other people? Why did you decide to treat me the way I did not plan my life? Why did you abandon me? What did I do to you and your family? None of you. Even this child, is it that I went to God to go and collect this kind of children? Is it not both of us that had it together? Why is it that you abandon me? You just left me with this condition like this. I'm living under your roof as if I'm not living under you. I'm not married. If I go and people ask me, where is that your husband? A series of, even my landlord came to come and tell him, you are not doing the right thing. This man, the wife came, everybody was talking. It's as if nothing is happening. So that day as he was going, I told him, I said, I cannot continue in this way. Look at the way I am. Is this how I was when you married me? I can't continue like this. A lot of things have happened. He said, okay, your parent came to Lagos, spent almost 2 years without coming to our house. Even when I visited them, what did I do to you? He said I didn't do anything to his mom, his younger sister. Okay, what did I do to your younger sister? Just explain to me why I deserve to be treated in this manner. What did I do? I cried that day and he left. So before he came back, I told him I cannot, if this is how you are going to treat me, I cannot die. I will live to take care of my children. It is better for me to stay alone and take care of my children than to have a husband who does not care about even the children that he gave. You wicked to yourself, you wicked to your own children. That little girl, he had Adonai. He was a cleft patient. He had Down syndrome. She had Adonai. She struggled to breathe. In the night, me, him and that girl, we sleep together in the same bed. This girl will struggle round the bed for breathing. He will sleep, or sometimes I will wake him up. Is this wickedness? Why are you wicked to your own self? Are you telling me you have not heard all these issues that is going on around this night? But when you want to have sex, you will use one hand to take this child away from the position and said he wants to have sex. Which says what is good in the sex that you want to have with all this wahala that I'm passing through? We are supposed to be together. I supported you when you were there. Why do you choose to treat me in this manner? All that, even to, so anything spoils in the house, you will say this is how it will be. This one happen in the house, this side all he said. I move his properties. I did not take any of his property. In fact, the things that we need for the children, we have three free. The things that the children needs are the things I took away from the house so that I can have them. I have three. We have three fridge. I bought two. I brought one from my service, this place. I bought one deep freezer. The other small one, they gave it to me as a where I was working. Now the cutting, everything, the chair, I left it. Nothing that I bought in the house that when it spoils there will be a repair or replacement. It can never happen. So the least carpet rug, it is join. He will open it, raise it up, sweep under it, arrange it together. I will ask him, what is the meaning of all this that you are doing? Is it that you don't have money to do this? Even the children's pants, he will be the one to iron it, wash, because the only thing that I believe he was good at and he has flair for it is washing. So I allowed him to do it. When he feel he was too much for him, he bought washing machine, and I didn't touch it when I was leaving. Even the bed, everything that I bought, I left it because I never in my mind thought that I was going to live without allowing him see his children. Whenever my children wants to go to him, they will have somewhere to sleep. So before he came that day, after I told him I cannot continue in this way, you are going to buy asoebi, sew it, you are traveling for the wedding. These are what you do around, but you don't have money for your children's health. Is it me that went to bring them? Is it not both of us that had them? So I left. When he called me, I told him I left. He said, that I left. He wants to have his children. I said, okay. You see, this is why I was telling you that you have left me in the marriage for the past 3 4 years. I left, now you're asking for your children. You would have told me to leave you alone since, instead of punishing me and tormenting me emotionally. You beat me. If I say I don't want sex, you beat me, you do it by force. Why didn't you just tell me that I should leave you alone? That making me to reducing me. That this is how I was when I this is my picture. This is how
Show
I,
it to the camera.
this is how I was in 2019. This is this is the day I left his house. This is how I was. This was in 2020 during lockdown. Look at it. These are me.
One after the other. You gathered how many?
Okay.
Is the camera big?
This,
Wide?
this was me during that period. They were taking me from one police station, from one lawyer to the another in 2019. This is during lockdown. This is also 2019 October. This was during lockdown. Every night he had sex for 30 days. On resumption day, he was the one that planned. He was the one that was telling his boss in the office that the site people that used to work, they are asking for money to drop with their wife before they can resume office for resumption. But when he was leaving, he told me he doesn't have anything until they get to work. I said no problem, because I stopped asking him money after 2019. He was the one using his mind. If you tell me he doesn't have, I say thank God.
Gather the pictures.
This is another one. On this fateful day, the clipper my brother brought was two. They got spoiled. No buying another one, no replacement. He will use shaving stick. That is what he was using to shave himself. Take the children to go and barb hair, say when they are resuming school. You take your own, you shave your hair twice, every 2 weeks. You say your children will wait.
Drop the picture now.
So on this day, I was even the one that shaved his hair. So I went inside the house and I cried after my landlord wife told him that your wife is a beautiful wife, you are not taking care of her. See the way she's looking. I was thinking that when he come inside the house, he will even say, let's do this, or let's lose it, even if there's no money to do it. But there was nothing like that. So this is one of my picture with my Down syndrome daughter and Lute. They are Lute patients, two of them. This our wedding picture. This is how I was when I married him. This is my second child. When I went to build the house, complete the house, move his family there, and I came back, we did dedication for this child. This is how I was. This was 2014. He used me with torment. This is our wedding picture. This is what we use for our IV. With torment and everything, to the extent that even the man that owns the money was thinking that the day I took people to go and plead with him that we didn't eat the money, this is what happened. He told people that I took them. He told them that, assuming it was my husband that came, that he thought maybe the money was used to send my husband abroad. I say he didn't go anywhere, he's with me in Lagos. Say your husband is with you in Lagos with all this stress and he cannot come up. But when people were coming to take you do the business, he was always following you. The man is a wicked person for you to be like this under his roof. So at the end of the day, I told him I cannot continue in this, otherwise I will die. So before he came, I looked for an apartment, took the things that I know that my children will need, and I left the remaining one for him, and I moved out. So when he started clamoring for his children, telling people that any day he see me, he's going to beat me or he's going to kill me, he will collect my children, he will do this. So I told him, I said, if this is what you want, the business that both of us did that got bad, we will pay it. Okay, that we are going to pay it. Once we finish paying the debt, we will come back to round table to know whether we will continue the marriage or not. Since you were so comfortable because you have sex to do at night, you have food to eat, you have your children, everything is okay with you, you don't care about the issue that is on ground. This my living will make you realize that there is something, there is an issue of ground that we need to address. So he began to call people, call our godparents, the people that stood for us on our wedding and all of that. So they told him, let your wife left because of an issue, we will sort it out, but before that time be sending money for your children or he said over his dead body. He can never send money to them. We were like that till I say no problem. Me, I can't go to court, I can't go to any place, I can't spend my money on any of those things while I'm paying debt and I'm taking care of your children for you. So at the end of the day, after some time, why some people began to quarrel with him that what he's doing is not good. I have my children's godparents, his first son, they also called me that I should allow him to be talking to his children. I said, okay, no problem. I will grant him access. So every Sunday, he used to talk to his children. They now told him to be sending money for his children's upkeep. Sometimes he will send 10,000 naira in 2 months. Sometimes he will send it 1 week, 2 weeks, third week he will stop. I don't complain, I don't do anything. He will send the receipt, I will acknowledge it. Sometimes 3 months I will not hear from him. People will
How
not.
long have you passed out from the house?
It was last year May. So people will call him to order, he will still send. So that was how I have been battling with the debt, battling with taking care of my children.
How much is the debt?
The total money on as at what it happened.
Shift.
Okay. The total money as at when it happened was 17 million.
17 million.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you people collected it for?
It was your crypto trading 11.1 plus 50%.
You collected it from who?
From
which
a
company?
is a tenant, is an individual. Him and his wife and their friends, they all did it together and some other people.
So what is the involvement of your husband? Both of you signed this.
It was two of us that went to introduce to the man.
Eh?
It was two of us that went to introduce the business to the man.
Who go through the crypto training? I thought I gave you 200.
Yes, I got that.
Say so. I thought I'm the one that gave you the money of what to buy.
It's a lady that introduced two of us to it.
But before you go into business, no, don't interrupt. Don't even try that.
Okay, sorry.
Before you go into business,
Yes.
that you don't know, you must have gone for the training. Who went for the training?
We didn't go for the training.
None of you went for
We
the
didn't go for
training.
the training. The lady told us that if we have money and we have people who are interested, that they can trade it for us. That was how he told us. Then
You met the lady.
yes, it was two of us that even met the lady. I was
Who knows the lady?
somebody introduced. We met the lady the same day.
No, you met the
I
lady.
was sick. The lady is a pharmacist and also a doctor that treats on this conventional drugs. So I was sick, and somebody when we went to buy drugs, they introduced us to that lady that she can sell this alkaline cup.
Who introduced you?
It's one of my friends too.
One of your friends
Yes.
introduced you to the lady
Yes.
to sell alkaline drugs
Yes.
for you
Yes.
when you were sick.
Yes.
I don't know, I'm not interested whether it's big cup or just answer me straight.
Yes.
Answer because I don't know if everything. The lady, you were introduced to the lady
Yes.
to get you an alkaline drug
Yes.
when you were sick.
Yes.
Then from there, you went into
As we were
cryptocurrency
going, yes.
business with the lady.
The lady, yes.
The person that introduced you to that person, did she or he introduce you to go and do cryptocurrency business or for your drug?
No, it was to consult for my health. That was why we two of us went there. But along the last we were talking, the lady now told us about this cryptocurrency trading.
Yeah.
So that was how we got to know about it. That other woman that introduced us to the lady, didn't know about all these things. With me, myself, my husband, and that lady, because we dropped her off with our car. So it was as we were talking, we got involved. She introduced it to us. That is how we know about that crypto business. So she now told us that if we don't have money, if we have people who are interested, we can also involve them.
Mm-hmm. That is canvas now. They
Yes.
use you as a canvasser for them to dupe innocent people. Of course, the money will be paid because
Yes.
you went and introduce business. You don't. You that have done every work. You have been into administrative work for years. You did not even come down to study what is cryptocurrency. You just had million. And if I want to understand, your husband is a redundant person, according to your statement.
Yes.
He doesn't provide, he's not working, you build their family house, you provide for the feeding of the children, school fees, you are there, house rent, you are the one, possibly his parent, you are responsible. So what makes you think this man that have never been an active person when it comes to work and taking the bills of the family, what makes you think this man will function well where you take him to go and take a loan of 11 or 17 million for a cryptocurrency, a business that you have never ventured into, and you have been an administrative worker for years? Explain to me.
Man, the issue of is not working, not that it's not working. What I said earlier was that what comes out from his work is not enough for us, but I didn't complain. He pushed. Do you understand? So even with this crypto, when the woman told us about it, it was when myself and him were the one that even went to that my client's place, my tenant, that he mentioned it. And I said, okay, fine, if we can talk to him to invest. I made a mistake, or rather we made a mistake for not going through the training or doing it by ourselves. That is what they even told us at the police station. When we went to the police station, the woman didn't run away, the woman didn't deny. The woman went to the police station and wrote an undertaking that she by herself she would pay at the police station.
So if the woman wrote undertaking and she will pay, why did you now
In
back
the
her
bit
from the
in the
house?
bit in the bit of making that
Rest
payment,
back,
okay,
shift yourself back
in
to
the
the
bit
chair.
of making that payment, at the end of the day the money was not forthcoming. And because this man that owns the money is a tenant that in a property that I was managing, so I myself was looking in a way to not to damage my integrity in my company. So he said it doesn't concern him because it's my company, it's my name, my profession that he will own. So the man called us that whatever we can do to raise money and settle his wife, that we should do it, so that his wife will be out of the scene. Then concerning his own, we can be doing the payment bit by bit because we've already agreed that we will pay the payment. So
So how much is left in the debt?
it's 9.8
Out of how much?
out of the 17 million.
Out of the 17 million.
Yes.
As at the time you went for the 17 million, you are still working now.
Who? Myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you were earning.
Yes, he's private, he's both agency and private work that I normally do. But at this point, because of my daughter, she had Down syndrome. Monday is for the neuro, Wednesday is for ENT, Tuesday is for oral and maxillofacial clinic. So because of all this hospital and all of that, my way of moving to go and get money was not difficult. So combining the healthcare for the children and going out to go and get job was a bit tight for me. That is even why the whole issue was so tight.
Well, let the man respond. Please, I don't need too much trouble.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
God you are picking points. Respond to those points so that we can forge ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. Yeah. Okay.
Push the television. Okay. Push
For
it to the wall. Turn it like this. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah. First, I want to really respond just point by point and be brave because I'm not the kind of person that uh grieved at people or take people's word by word. I want to quickly respond to some very minute thing that I feel to me that they are fallacy. First, she complained about.
Control your words.
Okay.
Don't need any
Okay. Okay, she said my parents abandoned her. Frankly speaking, the first time my dad visited Lagos, he came for eye care. His eyes was, and even as I speak to you, two eyes are blind. He was sick, and my sister, because the money we were sending to him was not enough for him to take care of himself. So the husband pleaded, why not bring this man to Lagos so that he can be taken care of. So that how he brought him to Lagos. At the time he brought to Lagos, I personally went to visit. I even told my wife about the whole scenario that my dad is around. Went to visit, and he didn't stay long, but he didn't. They were not mobile as well, so we went to visit. I told her, okay, I'm going. We are going. She's not going. So my dad, after the while, my dad left. My mom came for a move. Even my sister put to bed. We said that after I think the following year or thereabouts, my last born she put to bed, and she had a boy again, and she called me that she put to bed.
If I may ask you, from all her statements, which one is the fallacy there?
No,
Is it the sex that is the fallacy?
no,
Is it your irresponsible attitude that is the fallacy? Is it you not picking bees that is the fallacy? What is the fallacy?
Everything that I made fallacy.
No, point the one that
Okay.
is fallacy. I want to hear the fallacy.
The
of it.
fallacy
Yeah.
is my irresponsibility to upkeep.
Were you
If,
responsible? Were you picking the bees? Were you responsible for it?
yes,
In which
I
area?
was paying school fees. I was providing money for food.
How much were you paying as a school fees?
The
How
school
many
fee,
of the kids are
there were two of them.
How
Two.
much were you paying?
They paying 35, 35. So I normally send to one Miss Ajala
How
in the
much
school.
now
37,500, and I paid in
for two of them?
for no one person. I paid the two of them.
Mm.
And the woman, if we call the owner Miss Ajala, she attests to you all the time. I send money to her, even up to the time she left the school. She took the children away from me. I think the only money I
I'm talking
left.
about when they were still living with you. I'm talking
Yeah.
about when they have moved out from
No,
you.
this was before she moved. I will pay their school fees. The school can come Miss Ajala to confirm who pays school fees.
Who was paying for the house rent?
We both pay this house rent. If sometimes she brings the money, I bring it. Even to the new house we were before we left, I will pay the house
Who
rent.
built your family house?
Both of us, frankly speaking, but she contributed more of it. I won't dispute that one. I will not dispute. She contributed more of the building, and when she say she took all the responsibility. I was not there at that. The way I was working, I was working in a company where it was only me and the manager, and the other staff left. So it was my manager. She's in Nigeria, but she doesn't stay in Nigeria. She moved off to she's in UK, and I take responsibility for most of the work. And my CEO, she's a Fulani woman.
Is that the reason why you are not taking care of it?
No, that was not the no. When she me, I was not going to Benin when we were doing the project. That she was a freelance person, and she can take. I take leave, but the way I take my leave is not to just take 1 month straight leave.
Which way have you contributed to the health of your kids?
My
Biggest
kids,
challenge of the kids?
challenge of my kids.
Yeah.
On a lighter note, I sent her. Say maybe she they bring bees to say, okay, the first one that my son did, which is Anthony. Most of the time, they were on free. It was the cleft. I think there was government. There was a subsidy on it. Subsidy was on the cleft in loot, so we were able to get all the things. Most of the things we did was on free charges. But even my CEO at that particular time, when we went to
the drugs, the tests,
yes,
and everything
yes,
was free.
said some tests that were free. Even my CEO sent me, I think, 200,000 naira, which I immediately when she gave it to me, I did not hold 1 naira. I transferred the money to her account.
That was when?
That was I think 2011 after 2012. My CEO Aja Fatima Isa Wale, when she sent money, I transferred the money to her account.
You need to mention her.
sorry to say, man, because I got all most of the things we did in Lutz, I think they have a company in US. Even she told me, Joseph, why are they subcharging you all this money that she knows that in Cleft that most of the things that he does is free of charge. They have a kind of body that takes care of children with Cleft. So virtually the thing we really
What of this other child?
the second child was almost the same thing. This Down syndrome.
So which of the child is free of first?
Is the second son, Anthony, Emmanuel. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have any issue.
And both of you run your blood test if you are compatible.
Even the second child. When we had the first child, man. When we had the first child.
No, allow me first.
Okay.
I'm about to ask a question. Have both of you run tests if your bloods are compatible, or you just feel like you want to live together and be having children while you keep having children with health challenges and all that?
Can I say something?
Yes, the question. I just go straight to the point.
Yes, we did. We ran tests before during our counseling before we got married.
So when this started coming up, have you been to hospital? Have there been any medical advice?
When I had my first child and it came out left, every medical analysis, whatever they carried out to get what is really the issue, prove abortive. Some they said it's genetic, they said it's maybe radiation, lack of vitamin, but till date, what causes cleft is not certain.
What of the second child?
Now the second child was okay. Nothing happened to the second child. Apart from when in 2020 that he had ear problem.
Is the child hearing now?
He's hearing, yes.
The boy or the girl?
The boy.
2 girls and 2 boys.
Two boys and one girl.
2 boys, 1 girl.
Yes.
The second boy?
Yes, that's the one that I said.
So the 2 boys are okay.
One of the boys, the middle, is a boy followed by a boy followed by a girl. That's the girl.
So
that came.
one boy is not okay, 1 girl is not okay.
Yes, the first boy and the first girl.
They are not okay.
They are by the grace of God, they are okay. So they are the one that have these health challenges. So at that time that this second boy had this ear problem, it all started on Sunday. Myself and him were sitting down, and the boy screamed for ear pain. Because of this way he used to attend to us, I was watching to see what he had. After a while, he didn't do anything, so I called the boy. What is your problem? He said it's ear.
Okay, let me ask the man, what is your purpose of reporting this case here?
Okay, thank you very much, man. When she moved out since May last year, first and foremost I called her brother in the UK. He said I know that both of them are not talking. Now the first thing that it was even through me that he talked to his mother.
Leave that one.
Okay,
those are their personal life.
Yeah, so he said it doesn't have anything to do in the issue, that it doesn't concern him, that I should go ahead and do anything I want to do on my own. I said no, that I need to mediate into this issue because there's no way his sister can leave my house. He said, but how can he leave the UK to come to Nigeria to come and settle us? That should go and do it on our own. We have to, after a while, I couldn't reach him. If I call him, it's like I'm disturbing him.
You don't have your wife's number.
Oh.
Don't interrupt him because we talk for hours. He never
All,
even talk anything.
All
again.
this why I was talking to people to talk to her. People say, okay, she's your wife.
They should talk to her.
No, just I want to see my children, because at the time she started allowing me to talk to them, but she doesn't allow me to talk to her. If I talk to my children after the end of the call, I say give the phone to your mom. She ends the call. Often even till today, apart from these last 2 weeks that we came here, that she hardly talked to me. That she maybe I ask her how are you, she tell me fine. Since May last year, she has not talked to me.
Because of the trauma of what she has passed through your house.
Yeah, okay.
No woman will be this kind of burden, no matter what, even if she's under a spell. No woman will bear this kind of burden based on her statement and everything she did for your family, and you are not showing less concern. It's not done.
Okay, thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Okay, when this OT was coming up, I pleaded, okay, people, I how do I reach her? It proved abortive in the application. Even my people were I spoke to as my son's co-parents. They call her. They will call for a meeting at different time. She went. I went after like 2 or 3 days. They cancel her. They cancel me. Then after all this, everything put about the settings will work out very soon. Work out very soon. Keep sending her money for the children's upkeep, which I started when the whole thing started. I started with 20,000 naira. I was giving her as weekly 20, 15, 10. I still have them as messages. Sometimes when there's no job, I relent. Not that I don't send her money, as she has earlier said. She had all the acknowledgement on her phone. I have most of them. I never, even if on this note, it's only few times I sent her 5,000. The least I've sent her is 10,000 naira since she left with my children. So say that
You are sending the 10,000. 10,000, is it for feeding or is it for school fees?
it's for feeding.
What about the school fees?
Why I never respond for school fees.
So it's 1 year plus.
I for school fees why I said I would not, because she never allowed me to know any access to the children, see them or everything, anything.
Just listening to yourself.
Okay, for that I said for school fees I will not. But this year I already planned I will start sending her school fees money until I start seeing my children. But that notwithstanding, that notwithstanding, I think there's a headway at the moment, which I believe this will work.
What is the headway?
The headway is that as it goes, I will keep paying bills that concern the children.
Is that a headway?
Yeah, it's a headway. I'll be providing most of their bills as it goes, because if it is what I have, I can do. And let me go to some of the points, because we said I should respond to some of the points that she hit earlier.
What you are talking is more important to me than what you want to talk about. But the children welfare is the major issue you confirm. The major thing you confirm, even if the marriage is not working, because in a situation like this, I don't think you are asking for the marriage. You are asking for your kids. Is that not?
Both married and kids. But at the moment, I said I don't know what is in her mind. I want my marriage, I want my kids. But over a year, no headway.
There will be no headway because you are not still responsible. Did you listen to yourself? You said because he did not deny you access to the kids or whatever, you refuse to pay the school fees of the kids. So your children should not be educated. Both of you stand learning. And the innocent children that you brought to this world should not be enrolled to school. You deny them education because the woman refused to become the slave or bear the burden of your matrimonial home.
Not that.
Or because she said, no, don't talk to the children because you show less concern about them. Meaning, if you cannot show concern when you are in your presence, what concern are you trying to show now that they are no more with you? And you cannot request for where are they schooling? Okay, phone work me. Let me tell you, do you come with phone to my office?
Phone, no.
If you would, from a sign, from a behavior of a man or a woman, to tell you if the person is ready for proper settlement or if there is any change at all from whatever you are complaining about. You've complained to your pastor, you complained to other people, you are the one that reported here. If you cannot find headway where they have counseled both of you and you have reported to elders or other people that were involved when you were getting married to her and were not able to resolve, you come here. Then there are some things that you needed to do that you are not doing. Probably they did not tell you the truth. They were just looking for an avenue to just do a general counsel without asking you to do the necessary.
Yeah, man. Coming back again, you see, you asked her a question earlier, and I must commend you for the question you asked because you were speaking like a mother. You asked her, did you undergo a training for that cryptocurrency? She said no. Did your husband that is not responding to some family or basic things, you wanted to come and help you to do this business? One, when the thing when this whole thing started, I asked her, this is, are they genuine? She's here. I asked her, are they genuine? Even when at a time when the thing was heating up, I said, I'm not involved in all these things. I even told I when they send the first when they were sending money, I said those money are scam money because they don't know the people that they were sending money to. I even asked the doctor. I said these persons.
Okay, why? Because you lack family management. Then you on your own cannot not be able to manage your home. What stop you? Since you sense that it's going to, that the business is
She
not
she was
why
mounting
did
pressure. She was
why
mounting
did you
pressure.
suffer?
She
Don't
was
do
mounting
it.
pressure. She was mounting pressure. She was mounting pressure that this thing needed to fly. She was mounting pressure. She was mounting pressure. That
Where
why
are
am
they
I
going?
relenting? Why am I relenting? That this that will earn us money. Why am I relenting? I stood back. She said no. That this thing will give us more money. I said, but I have to calm myself. I calm myself. Even when she said that I wasn't providing anything. When I work in Dangote refinery, I don't have any
Go
savings.
ahead.
I don't have any savings. I was sending this my wife 25,000 naira on a weekly basis. My phone, I think if we go to bank to go and do a print, I'll still get those ones. I'll send her 25,000 naira on a weekly basis. And if I come each weekend, I still buy a lot of things for the home.
Go
So
ahead.
what else did she say that I have not been doing?
No. Yes.
Then she said she went further to say I was beating her up. I beat her up.
Have you ever dated?
Ma, between God and man, even at home,
Yes.
all the 9 and 10 years we stayed together, I never raised my hand on her. I never raised my hand on her to beat.
Were you
Fight.
were you forcefully having sex with her?
I won't deny that.
Do you think and you feel it's your right because you married her?
She
You have to
she
first sign
it
it.
it wasn't maybe a force to naked her or tear about. The thing that came in up,
What is the definition of force?
man, force means when person is not ready to do anything. When she's telling that I has sex with her for 30 good days, she serves God. She serves God. 30 good days, man. She's not ovulation or anything came up within that period. So I was so open to have sex with her for 30 good days without stop. I think she's here to answer the question. For 30 good days that I have sex with her during the lockdown. At least you are a woman. You are a woman, man. You should go to defend that one or say something about that. Nothing 30 good days. She mentioned it earlier. I had 30 good days sex with her without stop. I don't have it.
What is your next response?
My next response is buying things for the children. She said, I only wash clothes and iron pants for my children. By and large, I don't want to say anything about those ones. Let God take control. Anything that she has said that she does that I don't do, I reserve everything. I don't want to make further comments at the moment or anything that I noted. I want to take peace. Let it be on record that she has been taking care of me, doing everything till May last year. She packed out of the house. I want to rest my case. I have not been doing anything. And I rest my case on that. Even till today, I have not been doing anything.
What was the highest money you sent to them since they left? From that May till now. How much was the highest money you've ever sent to them?
The highest money was 20,000 naira.
20,000.
Yes.
From May last year till now.
It's
The
not.
highest money you've ever sent to them,
It's
three
twice.
three kids and a wife, is 20,000. So how much have you been sending?
I,
5,000,
no, I s- only only
2,000,
only few times.
10,000.
No, I never sent. Only once I be 2 times I sent 5,000 naira. Yes, I be 13,000 naira. 10,000 naira.
10,000, is it for beverages or
It's just for them
food?
for upkeep. I put as upkeep. I know she works. She does business to support my children. That's what is for their upkeep. I
Some
said,
of you men are just heartless.
man, my
I'm just
business,
telling you.
my
What kind of business do you do as you are sitting in front of me? What kind of business you do? What kind of business are you in?
I'm a builder.
And since you started your building, your engineering, did you study for that?
No,
Eh?
no.
You did not. You just feel you are a builder, and it's your
I
dad
only
that
go for
is
professional
destroying people's building in Lagos here.
over my dead body. I will never.
So if you
I
are,
have my
how did you,
integrity in building.
tell me, as an engineer you claim to be and you did not study, how? What is your experience? How did you got into that?
How did I go into that? I
Yes.
studied building technology in my school. I studied building technology. I've done 6-story building in Lekki that is still standing till tomorrow with pile and everything. I don't undermine what I do for clients even with
I asked
money.
you, did you study that? You said no.
I studied building technology. I'm not a roadside a builder.
Okay, as you have built 6-story building in Lekki, what happened to the money?
The money
Or you are not paid?
it was under company. I work for a company.
And you were not paid the salary? Or your
The
service?
sole salary the sole salary that she said that I don't give out money. That I was giving maybe I was receiving 6,000 naira. I give her 10,000 out of it in a month. That's the same thing.
You are receiving what?
She said I was receiving 6,000 naira.
How much were you receiving? Start, calm down with your words so I can listen to what you are saying properly.
Okay.
You are receiving how much?
I was receiving 120,000 naira
Mm.
in Lekki.
The 120,000 naira, what do you part way with every month to your family?
The way I do it, man,
Mm.
I don't give her every month.
How do you do it?
Weekly.
You give her how much every week?
Sometimes 15, sometimes 2,000 naira. The way I give it to her.
15 or 20?
15. It's not starting that I give her 2,000 naira. 15, 20. That's why I give it to her.
Every day?
Every week. Yes.
Every week?
Every week. It's not every
And
day.
for 10 days, 10 years you have been doing that?
Yes, ma'am. I know. This was after I left. After
I told you once, thank you for waiting. And I might not sit.
It's too case. This is the case we have to do this for the other.
Go ahead.
all this one have been taking place for over 4 to 5 years now. Before now, as she has said, man, before now, for other money that will be paying, I'll be giving to her. Those ones, I don't account all those ones for maybe accountability's sake. But since I started doing my own personal project, I give her the money the way I get money. The way I get, that's where I give her money.
Okay, if you want your marriage, according to you, say you want your marriage, how do you want the marriage when you are not willing to support or to take the responsibility? You had their complaint. Are you ready to take up your responsibilities?
I'm ready to take up yeah, I'm ready to take up my responsibility. But at the moment, man, she said something. She said that as a message to me that until she finish paying the money, she look into the issue, suit or not, she decides. But for the money and the upkeep of the children, I will keep doing as the best I can do. She has not okay for school fees. I don't know where my children are going to school. If she send me the bills, I will see what to I will see to them and accept those ones. And my my phone is not here, man. Last week they called me from all these online loan companies that am I the husband to so and so person, Eunice. I say yes. That my wife took loan as engaged when I was seriously ill, admitted, and the loan was given to her for my treatment. He said she's not picking calls and she has not responded to those payments. I told them I will get back to her. I told them. Then that same day towards in the afternoon, I was around first start when another lady called me again that my wife took loan for over a month ago. That's in September. That am I aware of it? I said no. That please I should call her to pick her call. I said noted. And so I have all this information as well. And I called her later in that same day. Do you have any contribution? Say yes. Taking the children's upkeep. I said, was I informed? Was I notified for you went to take loan for my children's upkeep? That's how the story ended. And I didn't want to discuss with any family person because I was not invited. She never called me. No, there was nothing in between. Then she went and put my name as next of kin for those loans she took.
Madam, did you do
Can
that?
I respond to it?
Did you do that?
I didn't put his name as any but can I respond to some of the
How
things?
did you get? How did they get? How did that?
They
get
called
to-
people, they called some of my contact number.
Eh?
They called some of my contact number, not only him they called.
But they called me as the husband.
Probably they saw that it's Eunice Explaned and they saw Joseph Explaned. Maybe that's why they choose to tell you that.
No, they just said my husband.
It's not to argue about. I've told
Don't
you.
use my table, madam.
Okay.
I've told I made that application based on the the upkeep and some school fees. Now, I want to respond to some of the things that you said. It's
I
not
have
for
other
us.
case to
I
attend to. I
know
hope
it's
you
not for us to start dragging issues. Just feel he mentioned that the father was sick. The mom was sick on the same week I was sick. My husband left the house without dropping a dime.
respond to the question and don't go back again and beg.
So is what he said. I've responded to that they called contact from my phone, not that I put his name as whatever next of it. If you go to the app, you see all my details and people that the information that I keep there. There is nothing that has to do with his name on that app. I've responded to that.
There's nothing to do with how did they call you. And they
Once
say
you are applying for loan online, the app asks you access to allow to have your access your contact. I click allow. You know, so many things I click allow. So it's not only him they called. Even there is a friend of mine that they called
So why are you not contented that you must carry loan, you must take loan left and right? Why are you not contented with what you are earning?
Ma,
Even she told me more is coming on.
Ma,
I did not ask you
Sorry,
question.
he talked about having subsidiary cleft or whatever. The first surgery we did for my son was done in Lagos Island, General Hospital, Lagos Island. When we had that child, they gave us the breakdown and the series of surgery that will be carried out on the child. First was to be done at 10 weeks, 10 months, 8, 7 and 8, then maybe around 20 something years. The first one we did, we were attending Ayinke General Hospital. That was where we referred to, because on that period, where he was working, they had HMO that was responsible for my antenatal and everything. So I deliver that child and they had that issue, the HMO doesn't cover for it. They now referred us to general hospital. And after all processes, something they said they would do by 10 weeks, it was going to
Okay,
4 months.
what do you
We
really want
spent
now?
money on that. Now, he met me on my way taking my child, our son, to school. He gained admission in ISL. On that day, we were on the bus stop. Immediately he saw us. He parked his car and ordered his son to go into the car. And I said, no. I'm standing with a child. Okay, you have been saying it, telling people that the day you will see me, you are going to beat me up. That day you collect your children. I said, which children? The one you does not have, you doesn't ask how about their health or what. We communicate every day on WhatsApp. He sends me messages every day on WhatsApp, but he doesn't ask about his children's health. He doesn't ask about anything. He will only call them on Sunday. Did they go to church? How was church service? This one, that one. And the children, they are even at a point they say they don't want to talk to him again because he will be crying. That he's making them feel bad. I have to call his friend.
He will be crying that he want to see the
He
children.
will be crying.
Thank you.
So, and I told him, it's not that we don't talk. I told him, we have issue. Don't bring these children into it. We both of us did this thing together. And when he reported the case to my brother, that was what my brother asked him. Assuming the money came out the way he spoke with, preempted it, will you call me to come and share with you? Are you not aware of the business? Did you
But I
stop?
thought somebody, the person that did the
Just to-
business is
just-
undertook to be paying the
Yes, ma'am. Just
so
to
why do you want
follow up.
to take the responsibility again to
When-
be paying the money?
when
Are
the
you,
money
are you
was
that
not-
rich?
When the money was not forthcoming from that person and they were petitioning my professional body, that was when I had to, okay, let me save my integrity. Because if that job should go,
But at least the person is picking
He-
the person is paying
it-
for the money.
she wasn't, after a point, she was not paying. He is aware. Even from the start, it was both of us that
But the
was.
person is still alive.
He's alive, but since I left, he took police to that person's house not to be paying me again.
How?
When I left,
Police?
yes, when I left,
To
man,
whose
From
whose
which
whose
police
house?
police
Whose,
station?
When I-
from which police station?
hold on,
Thank God.
hold on, man. When I left,
Which police station?
I wasn't,
Thank you,
I
thank
wasn't
you,
there.
thank
It
you.
was what the lady told me.
Which lady?
Thank you. Man, I'm calling
Ma-
let me my phone to call the lady. Let me my phone to call the lady.
We will call. Don't worry, don't rush. We will call.
I have other case to attend to. I can't dwell on
I'm
it.
I'm telling you what
You can't be
happened.
lying.
I'm telling you what
What do
happened.
you don't rush?
The man,
Before for
the
me, let me
lady,
call and do what
the
I
lady
want.
told me that my husband has been coming there. That is the money she is paying me that I used to move out, because I didn't even tell anybody. So at a point she told me that he came with a policeman, that until he is there he should not pay me any money. Okay, why can't he do this thing while I was in his house for the woman to bring money out?
Bring the woman's number. Bring her phone.
My phone is not in. The day he met us, on that day at that charity, he began to call people. He was fighting with me that I should release. I said I will not release my children, my son.
Oh, thank
He
God.
was, hold on, he was fighting with me. He called his
Yes,
friend who is
sir.
a police. He called another of his friend who is a DPO, that is Antipat, Sister Pat.
Don't bring her in.
No, I'm not bringing her in. At the end of the day, that one called for rescue so that we will not create scene. They came and took us to the police station. When we got there, I told him, I said, let us go to the counter where it will be documented officially, because I'm not talking at this back. Apart from that, I want to meet a human right. That is where I can get my justice. Now the family that I should report to, none of them is answering. So from there, he started beating me up. It was those women, police women that were there and some other men that now came to rescue me from his hand, and they were now shouting at him that he will go to jail. Why is he beating a woman? They now said I should sit down and wait for the DPO. That was how I wait
Take
for
your bag. Take your bag and call. And thank God she has mentioned Antipat's number, Antipat's name.
Don't bring her here. I've
when-
warned even you personal. I'm the one. You are even the one I'm warning. Don't call her name here.
when
She even should face your personal thing.
when
Don't
she
mention
came,
her
she
name.
was now telling her,
What's her
questioning her
involvement
that
in your marital?
why were you beating your wife? Is it because I'm here? That is not, it's unfair. Even in the presence of your son, if your son rise up to beat his wife tomorrow, what will you say? So he was apologizing to her, and she said it's not a matter of apologize. People should go to woman. That is how we came here. That
So how much have you paid on your own from for the debt? money you have paid, the debt you have paid on your own, how much from your own account
from the first
in total?
so far, because everything was 17, so far I've paid almost, reduce it to almost 9.8 before
I thought the other woman was paying.
the other woman was paying. I too was.
How much did you pay? At least you know how much you pay. Out of 9 million or 12 million that have been paid, or how much have been paid, how much did you pay from your own pocket?
I paid 5 point something million from my own pocket.
5 point something million.
Yes.
Okay, in this matter, what do you want? I don't want to hear anything about this loan whatever anymore, because you will not even stop at that. You say more is coming. The same you that is paying 5 point something million for cryptocurrency, whereas I believe maybe there is a conspiracy between you and that woman that is into this cryptocurrency. Don't interrupt me. Otherwise, you cannot go and be paying 5 point something million. You say you are a salary earner, you are an agent, you are this, you are that. So the money you are let's assume you are earning how much, and you are having business income that is coming to you, is debt that you want to use it to pay, whereas the person responsible for the crypto business is still full and alive, running her business, that canvas you and your husband to go and led you people to go and canvas innocent couples that are not even prayerful enough to know that it was a scam. And you did not stop at you have 17 million naira hanging on your neck. You have gone to collect another loan because your income cannot sustain you. You can't even, by now you are running, you are paying debt according to you. The man is not there. He's not responsible when it comes to what is it called, picking bills or anything that have to do with you and the children. You cannot, okay, let me enroll the children to public school and let the debt go off your head. You land in another place and started taking other loans that they are calling him, and you admitted that you actually took the loan. Madam, take life easy. Listen to me. Don't have much to say. I will not even advise you. If you wish to go, you are an adult, right? If my marriage is not working and I know what is going on is nothing I can bear, nobody need to die in marriage. You will walk away if you can't bear it. No woman, there is a level in which a woman will pick bills. If you get to the brim, you will burst like pure water or a balloon that they are pumping with excessiveness of fluid. And once you get to the level that it cannot take, what happens? It bursts. If you don't have a man or a woman that supports you in marriage, such body can run the other person down. You can look older than your age, unnecessary body, tension, pressure. You have to pick these bills, you have to pick, even if it's a man that is picking like that without a support from a woman, instead the person is a wealthy person. If you are not wealthy and both of you are managing, it is very, very necessary and mandatory for the other person to support and have source of income. But you have to work and do whatever you want to do within your income. You don't live a extravagant life when your income is 100,000, his own is 50,000, give and take, you have 150, house rent is 150 in a year, and both of you have to plan. Child, you have 3 children, they have to go to school. What makes you think if your child start from public school, he cannot end up in private school if things speak? And what makes you think children that go to public school, they cannot amount to what God has destined them to become, except they go to private school or except they go to expensive one? You take the shoulder, you started building house in the village, you are working here, you are doing this one, you are doing that one. You made this man lazy. You made him lazy. You gave him that seat to sit. You can't be feeding a child and you can never tell a child this is how to cook. You have your child, you have a girl child, you will never train the child how to sweep. You can't train the child how to boil water. You can't train the child how to cook indomie. At 15, your child cannot boil water and you will be crying to the neighbor, very useless child, oh, he cannot sweep, oh, he can't cook, whose fault? You. But when you notice that you have a girl child, even both sex, you teach your children how to be domesticated. And when they are growing, as you are aging, they will be helping you with on what you have taught them. If a man married you and he don't have enough money to build out his village, have you people build in Lagos? Then out of love, you assisted, they built. Where are the families that you build house for today? Now that both of you are running helter-skelter, taking you yourself to one social media, to police station and everything. Where is the mother? I believe this man's mother is still alive. You remove unnecessary stress from your shoulder. Enroll your children where you think if you delay to support the children, you can pick that bills at that moment, and when he pays it, you replace. Except you just choose, okay, no, I'm not giving him the child did not belong to him, I'm ready to face my children responsibility, and even at that, you still think of where to put the children so that you will not age on time. You will still be alive to see the children when they grow up to take care of you at your old age. All this talk, left, right, center, and everything, is not bad when you show love towards your spouse. And it will be very wrong for anybody, be you male or female, wife or husband, to take advantage of person when you notice that your spouse is in love with you. At a point, things will change the other way. And that is what it has changed to now. If he has recognized your presence, if he had made you feel, yes, I know you are picking the bees, but it's just for a temporary. If he had let you know that, yes, you are doing very well and this is my own support. If he had let you understand, yes, so not that you are desperate to be in this marriage, you just want it to work out, and both of you put your head together to work this out, all these things wouldn't have come up. Then when you fail to take your responsibility or to do the right thing as the man of the house, there's every tendency you will find yourself in this situation. You are the one that reported the matter, but sincerely speaking, what you are talking here have no headway as far as I'm concerned. You don't take advantage of people. Children that come to you was not manufactured by her, it's not a product. It's a gift given by God. And both of you search for the children. So however you find them, you don't even know if 5 and not that them are challenged. God that gave know his reason. He know the end from the beginning. One can become the savior of the whole 10 children that you have. So not giving you access to the children is not a yardstick for you not to pay their school fees. And if you want to start negotiation on how to make peace, you will still, okay, even though you are not giving the access, what is the school? How much is the school fees? You pay, and that is where she will realize that you have changed and you really feel their absence. Given that condition, no police or no human rights, no office, no court will tell you because you are not seeing the children, don't pay. And she herself did not have the right. She reserved no right to deny you access to your kids, except on the ground that she can tell you categorically that you are not the father of the kids. But if you are their biological father, you have full right to have access to those kids, and it's your responsibility to take care of them. So if she's facing her death that is speaking, please, except otherwise, you just have in mind on you want to be embarrassing him, you go and pick this and drop his number, let them be calling him. A debt that is not part of, he did not follow you to go and get the loan and all that. Don't get his name involved in such loan. and it's embarrassing. If you truly have integrity, I cannot imagine that I have your number on my phone and a loan center will just send message and send pictures. This person is a fraud. They have been doing that.
They go
People
to
does
people's
that.
contacts. I didn't put his name on that loan. Why I even took that loan? Because my first son has surgery. Instead of raising some money to support myself, feeding and other drugs that made me to go for that loan, and did not, for a long time I have learned to not to involve him, because the first one that we both did together, let us settle it first. I never put his name. The something is here. I
Ma,
can open it
Tell
up.
that
They
woman,
went.
don't, you can't listen what your husband will do. I cannot ask your husband to go and pay any loan collected for cryptocurrency. We have announced cryptocurrency as a fraud center for more than every day. We always do it. People reported both from London, everywhere. They are just like MMA. And you that somebody said go and buy drug from there, you let another thing and put pressure until, if you ask me, you are more knowledgeable when it comes to administrative work than this man sitting in front of me.
I didn't put
And you are in a better position to even say let's go for the training before you started taking somebody's money to whatever. Meanwhile, as far as the person involved who collected the money is alive, cut your husband out of it. Let the person face her music. Let her go and pay her bills. You should go and return the loan. However she invested the money, you are not trained for that. Your husband was not trained for that. Those that you canvas that brought their 19 million, 17 million, they were not trained for that. So they just bring the money, and whoever that was trained or who is running the business took their money for their investment. So if the business crashed or is still existing, let the person refund those people's money. If you really know what you are talking about, I don't see any reason why the person is alive, the person undertake to pay, and you want to be the one to pay the debt. So take your husband out of the loan. The highest you can do, as far as both of you went to that woman's place and you witness that they collected money for your neighbor to give to him for her to for the whatever, call her to pay her bills, and let police stop disturbing your wife or disturbing the peace of your children, because anytime they invite her at the police station, she will leave the children, and you know the situation, the situation of the kids. So you cannot just exempt yourself and be flying like bird in the air, whereas it's both of you that went there. Your duty as a man, if you cannot pay the loan, call the person that is involved. Madam, enough of this nonsense. Return these people's money and let them stop disturbing me and my wife and my family. After all, none of you take the money except you by in any means eat the money as well. According to you, said you are not willing to go home until the debt is settled.
Yes, ma'am.
People should talk about the children's
Yes.
welfare. Are you still denying him access to go and bring undertaker? I'm done with the case.
I did it for the first time. I did not deny him access. It was when he was saying that he will beat me when he see me, and which he really did, that I said,
Let's
okay,
not
fine.
go into
Now,
that.
this is the children. These are my. They are both of us. They are our children. I'm not denying him access to the children, but what I am saying is that
Thank you,
let him
Jesus.
tell me how we are going to pay the bills.
Which
Then
bills? Which bills?
you see that, yes, she has said something.
She
I
said,
know. Hold
doctor,
on, let me say
this
something.
doctor,
Let me say,
and let doctor settle with.
it's not. Hold on.
See, what I'm concerned is
Let
my
me say-
children's welfare and their school
You
fees.
cannot
And-
only be concerned
What
with.
are you
Hold
not
on.
concerned?
You
no,
cannot
she's
because
she's telling me now
Some of
that
you cannot
she's
talk, madam. Hold on,
she's
I know
telling
you-
she's telling me now that I need to put the 9 million naira into consideration. You just told her now that the
I
daughter
thought
is
you heard what I said.
she's living with her husband. She's living with her
I
husband.
thought you heard
She's
what
living with her
I said.
husband. She's living friendly, and man. Thank you very much for coming for mediating into this issue of
she's
this,
living
loan.
with. Hold on. She's living with her husband. She's living fluently. What effort? When you didn't give her the money.
This time, was I not calling? Was I not there?
Please, don't bring this. You do not. I hope you know you do not report
Let him-
loan.
He said he
case
wants to
this
have
way.
access to his children.
Yeah.
Fine. whenever he wants to have access to the children, he will tell me where to bring the children for him to have access to.
Where you people, all these things will be put in writing.
Yes.
Where will we have a house now?
Yes, I have a house.
Yeah, where will you be for him to pick the children? If it's weekend, they spend it with him, they return them. Then how much is the school fees? Your name and where you are calling from?
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
This is Lucy.
From where?
Hello.
Give them the phone.
Ma, because of the health challenges of the children, I will not grant him that access for him to spend weekend because he cannot handle them. He has not been doing that.
Okay, give him the one that doesn't have health challenge. At least that one can go and spend holiday. Then you be with the one that have health challenge.
Once they are done with whatever they want to do, I will release all of them for him.
Once they are done with what?
For all their health challenges.
How many years from now? How many years from now?
I will give them the children.
How many
I'm
years
not saying
from now?
I will not give them.
How many years from now? How many
You
weeks
can't
from now?
deny him access to
I'm
his
not
child.
denying. I
I
will
need
bring
my
them.
children. I need to see my children.
Bring them
Bring
here.
them. He will tell me how I can
Bring them here.
I will bring them.
Bring them here. But you can't.
Because
The one
throughout
that
the night-
won't, excuse me, the one that is not challenged. How old is the child?
She should be 9 now.
Yes.
I can bring him. I can bring the three of them. Let him see them. If you say,
It's not see, they want to.
he will have
Listen
access
to me,
them.
madam. Listen to me. As far as I'm concerned, you can go to court and file. And if you are not going to court to file, you grant him access to his children. He can't. Listen to me. Don't interrupt me anymore. Don't interrupt me anymore. Your reasons of denying him access to his children is not justified. And if you are in his position, you don't have any right to deny you access to your kids because you collected loan or both of you collected loan or what or not. You are the one that choose to go and be paying the bills or paying for the loans. If you eat the loans, go and pay it. But if you know you and your husband did not eat the loans and who they collected the loans and give to is still alive and is willing to pay and you choose that you are the one to carry the loan, go and carry it alone. That has nothing to do with your family. And if he has not been responsible for that reason, you leave your house and he's not willing to change, you are matured enough. You have been in it. I have not even been in marriage up to how many years? So you are old enough in your marriage. So if you are there for 10 years and you feel it's not comfortable, I don't think I will be the one to force you to be in that marriage. But there is a limit to everything.
He said he has moved on. That's what he told people. So there's no problem about that. So he will tell me how he will take care of his children's responsibility.
What is today's date? People think that people need to arrange.
The person that we need to still call the person so that he can speak. He is the one that took police. That's what the woman said. And since that time, the woman has not been picking my calls.
Which woman?
The woman that took us for the investment that he took police to her house.
You can still take police to her house. At least she have not packed
and she has moved out from that house. That's why you asked for the phone number.
You say?
I said that was why you asked for the phone.
Which person's phone?
I thought you wanted us to put a call across to the woman.
Which of them?
The woman that introduced us to the business, to the crypto.
Yeah.
That he said he took police that the woman should not pay me any money until he is there.
And you bring that phone for me that if you are paying bill, somebody will bring police to you and say, don't be paying. Do you need police to tell somebody not to be paying?
He said until he's there. So that thing gave that woman the
Give me the number.
Okay.
Don't go and claim children or access to children where you are not responsible for the kids. I hope you know that.
Yes, I know.
I hope you know that.
I know.
Give me the number.
080 2641 5136.
What is her name?
Mrs. Bimisola.
Dear customer, the customer you are calling is on another call. Please try again later. Dear customer, the customer you are calling is on another call. Please try again later.
Which school are the children? Which school are they going on?
The first one just got admission to the ISL. Unilag Staff School. The
How old is it?
it's 10 plus.
Mhm.
Then this last one, I'm trying to put her in special needs school. They are giving me the name. Though it's in one of the it's in school with the second one now. It's just a normal school. So that's where two of them are.
You have no idea of the price.
For the special need.
Yeah.
No, they just gave me the information.
Did they pay bills there
Yes,
for the special school for the special kids?
yes.
I thought their schools are free.
They say they paid. They look at the person that sent it to me. So I just snapped the.
Did government have school for special children?
I don't know.
You were asked now, because I believe they have. And you should also go and inquire. Don't fold your hand and bend your big head. Be looking at me as if you and they are not. You must do everything. They are your children. You also go and make inquiry. When last have you seen this woman?
Around June last year. June, July last year. June, July last year.
Did you have any conversation with her when you met her?
Yeah.
What was your conversation with her?
The conversation I had with her was raised by, both of them. She goes there often. And
what was your conversation straight to point?
Okay, straight to the point that where's my wife? She says doesn't know anything about my wife. I say okay, no problem. Tell my wife that you will know for now for payment since you are the person giving her money.
Return this one.
Since you are the person giving her money, and you tell her
just look at yourself. Just look at yourself and listen to your okay. You will join her to paying this bill. Listen to me.
Listen, okay, go ahead.
Listen to me. I'm revising my resolution. You will join hands for this debt because you actually told the woman something. Yes. What I'm doubting is you taking police to her, and there is no way you take police to her not to pay. What you say to her is what I want to hear, and you don't. That your statement, your conversation with her has turned what has loan got to do with you not finding your wife or your wife run from your house? That you are not telling her, hey, since she's the one paying the bills, she'll not pay until you find your wife.
Not that. Let me see what I told her. What I told her was, doctor, my wife is
running. I called him and I told him, I said, you could not take police to meet this woman to pay money.
When you called me?
I called you.
When? I both of us spoken I both of us spoken spoken.
Did I not call you? I called him and I said, can't you see the way you are wicked? I have been in your house following up this thing, you refuse to follow me, only for you to go and go
Why
with
would
police.
You go and
tell the woman not to pay me? He said, yes, that is what he's going to do. That is what he's going to do, and that is the stand.
You go and find the woman from where it is. If they
that is his stand,
you can report that one directly to this office. They will take it up.
Say that's his stand. When I called the woman, before the woman packed out, she was like, hey, no. Before you know it, the woman packed out and I cannot. You said that's her stand.
Find a woman, as far as you told her, you cautioned her not to make up the bill, the payment, the loan, because you are looking for your wife. Go and call the woman, let her pay up her debt. Otherwise, you go and pay that debt. And what should be your reason why they should bring such clause? When you know this woman is going through hell because of that. And the same woman that was using her money to build house for you and your family in your village. You went there to follow her to go and collect the loan, hoping that money will come from there, that she will lavish on you again. And since this thing could not work, you now left it on her. And you still have the effrontery to go to that woman to caution her not to pay the debt.
Never.
What is never? Tell me what you told the woman.
The woman in person, who is her friend, she was saying that
So it's a family friend to both of us.
my friend, how did I know?
Tell me what you tell the woman.
I told the woman, doctor, hold on for Eunice until Eunice appeared in person, because she was hiding. I said, don't do anything. Don't do anything. I didn't tell her, because she was sick, asking her for money. When she was asking you for money, when you were asking her for money, what did she say? Did she tell you she had money? She would even say that she had go to borrow money to pay her. I said, where is the money? He said the person that want to give her the money, the person has refused not to give her the money. After that particular time, till today, me and daughter, we have never spoken.
You told her to hold on until the
No.
As you know what you just said now.
When I told her, listen, when I told her, I said, tell Eunice, until you see her, until she comes to your house, you will not give her money.
Is that not a clause? Is that not a clause?
Yes.
If not, what will happen?
Because at that particular time, I needed to see my children.
Bring this man for. Open your phone and call the woman. Open your phone, call the woman. Some of you can be heartless. Some of you can be devilish. Some of you men can be evil.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know why you have the minds and you think you end well. Somebody spent her hard-earned money on you and you put that phone on speaker, sir. But stop crying.
Hello? Yeah, doctor. Good afternoon.
Has she finished paying the money to this man? This is your matter.
Doctor. Yeah, have you finished paying the money to my wife? Yes. You've been very sick. Okay. What happened now? You said?
The phone.
I didn't hear you. You said? Your chest. Then why have you not been paying her all this while? I didn't hear you. You pay her by the end of this month. Okay. Have you been paying her all this while?
Since you told her not to pay, say it like that.
Doctor, since I told you not to pay her money, have you been paying her money? Why? Doctor, you'll be very sick.
Where did she relocate to?
Where did you relocate to? Where are you now?
I like to relocated that.
Yaba, because Eunice is telling me that you are no more in your place in Ojota. Does she know where you stay? Okay, I'm not speaking about her coming down to her, but you'll be talking. Have you been talking to her?
Why did she stop communicating when she know that the loan is on ground?
She's not pick. Okay, because her she's not pick.
When?
When? It's been long. She's not pick.
When is she paying up that?
When, so when are you paying up her money now? End of the month.
Let's understand this case is in human rights office.
Because we are in a human rights office now. This your statement are being recorded.
And it should allow her access to where she's living.
Hello. You need to let her have access to where you are staying at the moment. You call her on Thursday. Hold on for her.
And talk to her now. It must not be Thursday.
Why have you not been picking my calls? You told me my husband.
I've been calling you. You don't pick my calls. I have been calling you. You don't pick my calls.
Mommy D, you don't pick my calls. When you know this issue on ground, Mommy D, you don't pick my calls. Because my husband brought the police to your house. Are you not the one that told me my husband brought police to your house? The police I did not bring where I was under his roof, Mommy D. You don't pick my calls all this way. It is well.
Hello. Good afternoon. You are speaking to Mrs. Olushola from the Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Office. Did you actually tell this woman that her husband brought police to you and stopped you paying the loan you made them to collect? Who is Morris? Eh? The husband said you should not give her a dime. Without his notice. And you actually did not give her a dime. She knows what? The wife knows what? You didn't have what? To avoid being embarrassed. I hope you did not, I believe you did not take either of them for a cryptocurrency training. That money was so single-handedly collected and handed over to you for the trade of that cryptocurrency. Am I right? Okay, good. These couples have no reason to pay that debt. Pay up the debt to avoid any form of embarrassment, because this office will personally take it up with you. However, no matter the business you are doing on how you were trained to trade for cryptocurrency company, do that, and as you have promised, return their money. And she's going to call you, even not now, she's going to step out from this office, avail her your house address and let her come and meet you there. You started paying that bill as you agreed. None of this couple will be involved in that loan anymore. And if you breach it, then we'll take it up with you. Step out and go and take the address from her.
Hello. Yes, I can hear you.
As far as it has been confirmed that your instruction was the reason why she did not pay, and it's on air, and we have the record here. If this woman breached in any way and in any corner, however, that is going to get your wife involved or stress her, you will not find it likely with this office.
Hello? No, why not give her the address in first? You are calling her to come to K2.
She said she will take me from K2 to her house.
What? No, doctor. Doctor, can you listen to me? For clarity's sake, she wants to know your address first. Forget about Thursday is a different day.
Don't worry now. Thursday is just few days ago. She did not
provide.
Let the office know.
You said which address? Can you state the address that we can write here? No, just call the address.
No, you can't call her address on air. It's also for security reason.
Okay.
Like she should text it to her.
Okay.
On Thursday they should go and meet.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
No problem.
Thank you.
Let him tell me how he's going to be taking care of the kids. If I say let me hand over them to him, they are tender, and because of their health challenge, we will not be able to take 100%.
Okay. But why can't you hold on? Let me say something because I'm closing. I have to attend to other people. I hate this kind of case. Any case that is taking me more than that many hours, and other people are outside, I hate it. And rather I join it the same way you people were joined last time. Can you, now that the issue of this loan is going to be sorted out, and you say you left it because of the loan?
I'm not interested.
Okay.
I'm not interested. Let him tell me how he's going to take up his children. And another request, my mother burial is coming up. He has told people, he has been saying it that he's coming there to come. That was before he met us. Probably
Madam, don't bring up that issue again.
Please,
I'm not going to your mother's burial, please.
Thank you.
I'm not going to your mother's burial.
So let me tell me how he's going to take care of the children. That's all. And then he will join me to follow up on this woman to pay the loan as we have directed.
That one is mandatory. That one is mandatory. But the issue of the school fees, it has not been confirmed yet. The one that is schooling her, how much is the school fees?
It's too. The tuition is 237.
237 per term?
Yes. No, that's the one we. What?
How much is school fees per term?
The first time now is 237. The second one is 182.
You said you have already enrolled the child now.
Yes, that's what I said. I just paid now. It's 237. That's the first term. This turn now.
What are the subsequent this thing?
The next one is 187.
187.
Yes, for the one in JSS1 now.
Okay, 187. And how much was he paying for the school fees of the two of them or three of them before?
It was two of them before. They were in
how much
primary
was
school.
he paying?
70,000.
70,000. And this guy is in secondary school now.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you are enrolling the child into a school of 170,000, and the husband don't have a steady income, is he working now?
He's working. He was even when we were paying that 70,000. He was working in Dangote Refinery. The day he told me he got that
How much
job,
was
he said
his
his salary
salary?
was 200,000.
Okay, even if the salary is 200,000, they
No,
cannot
that's
use the
not
whole
the fact.
salary to invest
Yes,
in
that's not a-
and
it's
put
not
on
a-
children's
yes.
school fees now.
Yes, I didn't consult him for this student. This my son, the JSS1. He's not aware of it.
How much were you paying for this? Stop struggling yourself
I'm not-
up and
I'm
down. You
not
are the one
sure.
that born the children. You sit yourself down, my friend.
I'm listening to you.
What are you rolling your head and rolling your nyash and rolling everywhere?
I'm listening to you, man.
Are they not your children?
They're my children.
So what is pissing you off? People pay children's school fees 1 point something million. Why is your own that? Did they carry big top double head? You had 100 and something thousand. You are robbing your nation. No pay that chill.
Okay, go ahead, man.
Then the other two. Do you have idea of how much should be there? This?
The second one is 37 in primary school. It's primary 4 now.
30 what?
37.
These are the two.
Yes, it's just this last one that I want to try and enroll, but she's attending
The total now is how much?
on this term now.
The total of all of them is how much?
Roughly 300
300 per term.
for this first term. Subsequent term is reduced because of books.
It will reduce to how much? If this man want to have a plan,
it will reduce to 280, like 287.
287. Out of 287, how much will you be bringing? because it's going to be shared among both of you, because you can't go and enroll children in that kind of thing. You expect somebody that is salary that to pay. How much you know? 100,000. Why 100,000? They say 287. Why must you give her the? Why must you give her the lion's share?
Because I didn't plan that. My budget is not up to.
Which one is your budget?
No,
Which children are you taking care of that you are giving them? If you are earning 200,000, you are giving them 100,000.
I'm no more with Dangote Refinery.
Where are you? Because you are a job person, you are going from one place to another.
I do
because
PP.
you are depending on her.
I do PP. I don't depend on her. I do PP work. I do normal work.
What is normal work?
As in, I do site work. It's not as no site work. It's not a daily. It's not a monthly salary. I'm not a monthly salary earner.
Did she chase you from being a monthly salary earner? When you are not established, are you not supposed to be working?
So I understand.
And be earning constant salary.
Yeah, I earn money, but for now, because other logistics.
You cannot ask her to pay 150 something while you take 100,000. It's not possible. It's not. That is not even obtainable at all. That is not obtainable.
Okay, I will do 130.
You take the lion's share. Why she take the other one? Because the children are with her. The kids are with her.
Okay, I'll do 150. Every per 10.
2 what?
285.
285 minus 150.
9135.
135. So you pay 135. You paid 150. That's it.
Yes, per 10.
And which days in the week you should be weekend, because both of you are working?
Yeah,
How many times in the month that you feel is comfortable for you to bring the kids for him to see? Is it first Saturday of the month, first Friday of the month, second Saturday or second Friday, or last Friday, last Saturday? Which of them in the month?
Last Saturday of the month. Friday.
Last Saturday of the month.
Yes.
Yeah? You have objection to
I have
that?
objection.
What is the objection?
Every second and last Saturday of the month.
Why? The kids are with her. We can't inconvenience except you are ready to pick Uber.
Yeah,
I'll pick Uber
for them to and fro.
Are you working? Are you self-employed?
No,
Or you are an employee?
I work on that person.
And she work on that person. And weekends, that is weekend. Weekend she use weekend to take care of the kids.
Yeah,
And you see, you know their situation.
If she can hold the baby. She can hold
I can't hold the baby.
Hold
Okay,
on.
you can. If she's complaining of health issue for 2 of them, which I believe Anthony, the health issue has reduced, so they can come in, and maybe the following month, 3 of them can, the last Saturday of the month.
No, for now, choose once in a month first. Subsequently, you can choose twice. But for now, choose once in a month.
Okay, let's do second Saturday. Second Saturday of the month in the morning. Then I return there on Sunday evening.
I cannot.
You said the other one, madam. Don't tell me you cannot. Listen to me.
Second Saturday of the
Hello,
month.
come and take this phone there. Give them the phone. They're distracting me. I'm talking to you. I'm watching phone. I'm watching
Second Saturday of the month and last Saturday.
You can't say no.
Second Saturday of the month and
You
last
cannot say no. I'm not begging you. I'm only telling you what is obtainable. Second word.
Second Saturday of the month and last Saturday of the month.
I said you can't pick 2 weeks in a month. She also work.
Okay, second Saturday, then last Sunday of the month.
No, once in a month for now.
Okay.
Once in a month
The
for
second
now.
Saturday of the month.
The second Saturday of the month, okay for you.
The reason why I'm saying last Saturday, that's the weekend I don't go to work. That last Saturday.
She goes to work on Saturdays. And the only last Saturday is where she doesn't go to work.
Yes, I go to work on Saturdays. Even Sundays I go to work.
You are self-employed. You can even go to work on Christmas Day.
So I prefer that Saturday of the month.
And she's an employee, so you can't impose it on her.
Then
She's a salary earner.
Okay, let's do first Saturday of the month.
She said last Saturday of the month.
No problem.
He said last Saturday of the month. You said what?
I said may not be conducive for me.
Then will you leave the children for now? You are the field worker. She is not. My staff cannot say because I'm taking cues for that reason I'm not going to resume work. Then the person is expected to be sacked. You can step out and go and think about it. Let me attend to other case.
Okay.
Please don't delay. Don't
Okay.
use your own to disturb me, please. Right undertaking. Provide these children last Saturday of the month for their tax to.
Ma, if I may ask you a question, is Saturday only Saturday and Sunday?
How?
It's Saturday and Sunday. I'll bring them. If you bring them on Saturday morning, Thursday back on. I'll return them back on Sunday evening.
See them like a month, like 2-3 weeks in a month. Let's see your
Yeah.
your this thing with them first before we do that.
Okay.
Yes, come and be seen there. Let us see the compatibility between you and those children. How you are relating and how they are relating with you, to know how comfortable they are going to stay with you in the house, because they have not been with you for almost 1 year plus. So picking them overnight to take them on Saturday to bring them on Sunday, just come and see them on Saturday first, like 2-3 Saturdays. Let's watch it and see. Write it. Then write undertaking on the take care of uh, the welfare of the kids and of their school fees at every term. Is it every term or every month?
Every term.
Every 10, that's for school fees.
Yeah.
Their welfare and their health is not there. What we discussed just now was school fees for the 3 of them.
He was already sending money for the welfare before now.
He sent 10,000 sometimes in 2 months, in 3 months.
No,
when he
it
start
has to be every month.
he
The
start
welfare is every
I will
month.
be sending her 10,000
every month for 3 kids with a two special needs, 10,000 naira.
Please make it 20. Please make it 20. That your
I will
children
buy
are not
drugs.
giving me the money.
Madam, even last
week, the week he brought me here.
Wait now, madam.
Last week, ask her this time buy drugs for my children. I ask her, as she be asking me each see this, our case is not the first case and it won't be the last case. There are so many families where issues like, even worse than this happens, and you see families, ask her, has she ever, even if I ask for the children, has she ever told me this person is not feeling fine or thereabout, and or maybe you want to pay school fees.
Just do that one first. No, we are going somewhere. Just do the 21st. We are going somewhere. At least this is not going to end the case. We are still going to call her to have a talk with her face. What is this? This is not cool. When they are done, you will not change it to small gem.
Sorry.
What is
Are
that?
we making mistake?
No, he signed the finalized.
Okay, who's saying?
Yes,
Okay.
you are supposed to sign.
Okay, no, sorry.
I signed.
Yeah, let me just try to sign it.
No, see that you have signed. I
No.
never signed.
Yeah, this one.
Don't sign anything, madam. Do you see your name there? Or
No,
you are
I'm not
ready?
signing. I'm not signing.
Let me see what to write. But I don't think you write anything.
I didn't. Just
Write your undertaking now.
okay. It's the consent to be
Who is
shown
consent
life.
to be shown life now?
That's why I was.
So why did you bring this one? What? What is this? What do you write?
Part, part, school fees part, and also, yeah,
Write how much you are paying for this, which your school fees part. You are you not ashamed to even say you are paying part school fees of your children. Some of you are just too shameless. Sharing school fees with your wife and you are still writing part. Write the amount you are paying every month for the school fees and the amount you are paying every term for the school fees. Send all those things to our account o. Don't send it to her before they will call you and you will not pick
okay.
up.
The welfare should be sent to your account.
Send all of them to our account for the meantime.
Okay.
Transfer the 20,000 to our account. Once you transfer, send a slip to us. We will call her to come and pick it. Let there be a record.
Okay.
And as soon as you pay the school fees, you transfer it to our account, send the proof. We'll call her to come and pick it.
Okay.
Then subsequent one, if you monitor it like few months, we'll tell you how you direct the payment direct to her.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. See.
Commencing from this month. Write it there. Answer this. Where's my grade pen? You never have it. All right, thank you, viewers. We'll be back in a moment.
No.
Let them bring in the second parties to me because if you wait for these people, they will not let me.